Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Wednesday, November 22, 2023. A little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We're having a time for change call tonight at around 9 p.m. Eastern. State of the planet. State of the civilization. State of the wealth. So we're going to do a meditation today, a healing meditation for the planet, for the people, all over the planet. We have Kathy Newby, who has all of a sudden ended up with some kind of a torn esophagus in ICU, and dozens of others. And you probably know people, maybe even yourself, that are having physical anomalies take place that you've never experienced before or that you're experiencing now. And this is an intensified. We're going to use the omnipotently powerful emerald green flaming healing light. Now this is connected with all the gods that we are. All of these columns of light, all of these depictions or representations of our power. And that's what they are. Archangel Raphael carries the healing light. He represents the healing power of each of us that we have, the gods within us. And, there's people that have successfully healed themselves from all kinds of modalities, as cancers and, failing organs and everything. But not a lot of us. It's all about, again, going within, deciding to go within and stay within, and eventually be in the God that you are 24/7. That's the ultimate direction for all of us, is to be in God, with God, as God, for 24 hours a day, all the time. And that's where we're heading. That's eventually where we'll be. This is why we created the photon energy field that we're going through right now, affecting all the planetary bodies in this solar system and beyond. And that'll be going on for the next 2,000 years. So we're going to, now that's pure light energy, photon energy, pure light energy. We, gods as these bodies, are pure light energy. So obviously, we make the photon energy field, and what's it made up of? God. Pure consciousness. That's what it's made up of. And this is what we're passing through. And this is why so many things are revealing themselves. Now, obviously, they're not going to talk about that. They're going to direct it in other directions, and, is the best description for some of these nuts out there and what they're saying and doing and everything. So the emerald green flaming healing light represents the power of our ability that we have within these bodies as the gods that we are to heal. So all of us are going to concentrate that healing energy, that healing light, and we're going to put it into, again, one massive column as a beacon that will permeate the entire planet. And once we construct it, it isn't going to go down. Okay, so it's not a quick fix. It's not going to be there one day and gone the next. It will be erected and it will be permanent. It's not going anywhere. And that's what we will create on this planet. Now, it will help. Not only will it help all life, the human life, plant life, everything, the oceans, our bodies, and anything that Gaia, Sophia, all the different names of this planet needs for us to assist. Now, we know that there's a lot of good things, genuinely good things happening on this planet. There's not, you see, the surface is very deceiving. And if you took everything and wrapped it up in one big ball, and you put it up in front of you and you just sat back as a watcher and watched everything, you would surmise very quickly without judging that this is all a show. You've heard that terminology before, a theater, a show, a movie, whatever. But it is. It's an illusion. And because of the power that we are, we created it. We embrace that understanding. Now so we won't create it again. And that's multifaceted. Okay? Us gods will not create that again. This is why it's being dissolved. And the light will be front and center. People ask, will there still be darkness? Yeah, sure, there'll be some particles of darkness. But nothing like now. None of the pure evil that's being vanished from the planet. It's been here for, as we know, been here for eons. But you can see as it's being revealed. Some of it, through your heart minds, we kind of go, oh, okay. That doesn't resonate or vibrate. So it's just something I don't care to put attention on. Very easy for us to kind of like, how you're walking along, it rained a lot and ground soaked, and you see these like potholes or holes in the ground. You tell yourself that you're going to be very careful, that you're not going to step in one. And all of a sudden you get distracted, and what happens? You step in one. And it's deep. And your whole foot gets soaked. You ever had a wet foot, you got shoes on, and you got the socks, and then the socks get soaked, the foot itself gets soaked, and the shoe gets soaked. It doesn't feel good, does it? No. You immediately want to take it off and dry everything. But this is what happens with this mirage that we see all the time. It's like coming across an oasis in the middle of the desert. You could swear it's real. I mean, you can look at it, and even the mirage you can touch, feel. And most mirages you can't. They disappear when you come upon them. But this is a different kind of mirage. This is a mirage that actually gives you the opportunity to interact with it and to embrace it and experience it. And this is what a lot of people are doing at this time on the planet. Now, obviously, also that's surfacing is that we have a lot of sickness. Let's face it. We have a lot of sickness on the planet. We have a lot of people that are in desperate need of new bodies. Okay? And, all the talk about med beds and everything, time will tell is the best answer for that. Time will tell on those. But right now, in this very moment, we know that we are transforming this planet and all the planets in the solar system into the bright light, brilliant light. Remember, one of us, the gods that we are, not the body, you put us in space, and we can just hover there. And you put us in front of, say, 1,000 suns. Now, those suns, I kid you not, will look dim in comparison to the light that we are. It's totally different. It's just totally different. And you'd look a group of gods or souls. Remember, the God is within the soul. And brilliant. A super bright white. Nothing like you've ever seen. And so the sun pales. It's dim compared to it. And this is how bright we are. And this is how powerful we are. And, of course, none of us are exempt. We can step in the muck. You know, we are aware that we focus on the now and our breath and the space between heartbeats, and that's what we do in meditation. And then when you want something, or you look for something that you want, whatever it may be, the way you want your life to be, the way you want this planet to be, the way you would like to see the civilization be. Okay? It doesn't matter if you think it's so big that you're asking for too much. There's no way that can happen. You can ask for anything. And you feel it in the heart. And the civilization is at a crossroads from going from the head to the heart. From the head to the heart. And then it would say, well, how do you know you're in the heart? You'll know. We've all been in the heart. We just have never identified it. But you'll know when you are in the heart. Because and I'll tell you why. All of the mind chatter is gone. The noise. All the stress worries are gone. And all those thoughts, 60,000 plus a day, are gone. It's total peace and silence. And believe it or not, that's our natural state of being. And we've been taught, or programmed, to believe the opposite. That's all hooey, and that that's crazy stuff. That's all made up. But you know in your heart mind that it isn't. You ever notice that the things that have occurred on this planet from the past till now is how they occur. How do they occur? What makes them occur? We do. And literally, without us, nothing would occur. If none of us were on this planet, if all humanity was gone, what do you think would happen on the planet? Interesting question, isn't it? Do you believe that you leave the planet, then it would stay the same way? Or would it evolve? Would it ascend or transcend? Would it? Why do planets need people? Beings, life. Well, it's kind of a energy field holding everything together. Right? We're the energy field. We hold everything together. That's why if we were to leave the planet, things would disappear. Now, how would we know that? We wouldn't know that firsthand as far as viewing it. We would feel it. Things would disappear. They wouldn't exist anymore. Do all planets contain some form of life? Yes. And not like we believe life should be, right? But every planetary body, whether it's a gas, giant planet, whether it's like this planet that has a surface crust or earth base, or water world, which this planet you might as well, it's almost a water world. It has over 70% surface water and more so beneath the surface. It's close. It's a Class M planet, and it's teetering on being a water world. And all this life, different shapes, forms. And if you knew or were introduced to certain intelligent life, nothing like we are. Nothing. Totally different. Not humanoid. Now, most of us gods enter humanoid, but 2 legs, 2 arms, neck, head, shoulders, that type of thing, torso. But the key, we hold all the keys. We hold all the keys. Doesn't mean that we know that we have all the keys, but we do have all the keys. What are the keys for? To unlock the unlockable. Okay, so when we open up and remove all the veils of deception with these keys, it's a self-discovery of the civilization. That everything we've been programmed to believe, which is forever, generation after generation, is false. What's the purpose? If there were a purpose, is so we would never discover our true power. Because the way it's set up now, which is being actually eliminated or vaporized, the way it is now, we would not advance. We would not discover the God that we are within the body. And this is the unending power that we all are. We're not, in other words, we don't have power, we are power. That's as simple as we can get. We're pure power. Unending, infinity, supreme, divine perfection. We are co-creators because we're all creating, each one of us. So it's like a cooperative creation. And like with this planet, the collective consciousness, we open up the field, the veils. We open the doors and windows so that all of the pure evil can be literally displayed in front of us. Now, obviously, we are not into revenge, death and destruction and manipulation and dishonesty and all that stuff. We know those are very low frequencies and they belong to pure evil. Do we get there at times? Yeah, we all get angry. We all get mad. We all at times get revengeful. We've all experienced all of this stuff. Not just once, but thousands of times, millions of times. And as these veils that block our sight so that we cannot peer into the astral plane, we cannot peer into the ethers, because they're blocked. And how are they blocked? They're blocked through the third eye. Now, actually, we don't have an eye on the head of our, center of our forehead, but it's just terminology. It's figuratively speaking. But we have a chakra energy field, portal. These energy chakras, we're connected through the energetic fields of existence, not in the material physical world, but in the spiritual astral ether world. And these are these energy points throughout our bodies. And once those are cleared, And some of you are fortunate enough to be in line to receive the green lion, which is exactly what that's going to do. And they don't even know if they'll be able to, if they're going to make any more. So that's because it was so arduous of a task to do. Everything had to be done by hand. Eventually, we will all awaken. And people would say, well, but what about all the people that will leave the body again? And I mean, will they still come into third dimension? Sure they will. They'll come into third dimension. But as things disintegrate and the veils are eliminated, there's no block. Blocks are gone. The walls have been taken down. So we'll experience more. And we'll understand more because this deception of all of us, gods, getting electrified, coming and going. This is why we have no memory. We all know it doesn't make any sense. It is because of these creepy beings that have all this infrastructure set up for billions of years in this quadrant of the galaxy. And that's what they do. They don't really have a rhyme or reason for it. They just do it because they can do it. It's pretty much the truth. There's no structured format for it. They've just been doing it for billions of years. Those veils, those walls are coming down. Which then what? Well, it opens us up to all the areas we should have been opened up a long time ago. Knowing that since we are part of the one, we are the one. So it's like one big golden ocean. That's what it is. It's like one big golden ocean. And we're part of it. We are the golden ocean. The golden ocean is us. We're the universe. The universe is us. How can that be? You're God in that body. The universe is God. And we are in the process of deprogramming. Right now, we're in the process of deprogramming. So a lot of the programming that we were spoon-fed throughout the years that we have discovered is not true, and it's not the fault of the people that taught us and programmed us. They didn't know either. And the same with the people that taught them or programmed them. They didn't know either. So now we're at the root of discovery. And we know that it's time to deprogram ourselves. And then new programming comes in. And the new programming is about learning to stay in the now. Do all of us stay in the now 24/7? Heck no. No, we don't. We know when we're there, we feel it, and how serene and peaceful it is, and we really like it. But we wander off. We wander off through the ego mind's efforts. Ego mind wants us out of the now permanently, because it knows it doesn't exist in the now. And even to that extent, we know that the ego mind are both illusions. Remember, there's only one thing that's real. One thing out of all of it. And that's you, the God that you are in that body, divine perfection. It never changes. Everything that changes is an illusion. It isn't real. And I know that's kind of confusing for some people, but it is the truth. You can feel it so through the heart-mind. Now, understanding the power that we are. Again, we don't possess power, we are power. And this healing wave that we're going to just, right now, we're going to send over the planet, it's visualizing through the heart-mind. And then from the heart-mind, you're overseeing the ego-mind. You visualize as we build this beacon, this emerald tower, green, flaming. We're not talking about burning flame. We're talking about a healing flame, a pure, deep, eternal love light energy. The green signifies healing properties in our power field. So everybody, again, go into focusing on your breath. And don't some people get crazy and they focus too much on the breath. Just listen to your breath. Listen to yourself breathe. And move into the now. You should be in a relaxed position, uninterrupted, and as still as a statue. You'll feel everything fall away. Now we're all viewing not just us, okay, but all the gods. And so we're focused on immediately creating this supreme tower, emerald tower. Column terminated at the top. It seats itself into the crust of the planet. Gaia, Sophia, Arya, Earth, and all the different names of this planet, is assisting with her prana. And so we view as this absolutely materializes in front of us. And it's not like, oh, wow, we know. Okay? It's not a surprise to us. Believe it or not, we've done this before through many lifetimes on different planets. So as we construct this and it tops out, it begins to glow. At first, it looks like an emerald green tower, pure emerald green, and it looks opaque. You can't really. It's like a crystal, and you can see through it in some areas. It's just super clear. And then at the base of it, we start to see this glow as we focus on it. And the glow gets brighter and brighter. And then a flame appears on the outer structure of the emerald column, however you want to describe it. And the flame, as the light within it becomes brilliant green, the flame is brilliant green, and we watch it as it literally consumes the entire tower. So the tower is one huge emerald green, flaming, healing light tower. Now the flames we watch as the flames from the ground saturate the surface of the planet. All over the planet, like a blanket. And then we see it as it cocoons the planet. So it saturates the entire planet, and then it forms a emerald green flaming field all throughout the atmosphere, 360 degrees. So you have this brilliant emerald green flaming lighted planet. Now the healing light of the emerald green flame begins to saturate everything, all over the place. We watch it, and it literally covers and saturates everything. And we watch the flame. It's not a liquid. It's a flame. And the flame encases all humanity, all of us, all of our physical bodies. So everything becomes this emerald green flaming healing light, omnipotently powerful, directed by us gods to completely heal and assist with all healing on the planet. All bioorganic, all life, which is God, all plant life, all ocean life, all human life, all the anomalies and cancers and heart diseases and damage to tissue and all of it. And we're watching as it literally disintegrates all of these anomalies planetary-wide. And everything is a flame of green, the atmosphere. And it's one ball of flaming green emerald healing light. Now, it's not like, someone's walking down the street and sees everything, all this flaming green healing light. But we now have constructed it. It is permanent. It is in a much higher dimensional field. And it is in 3D, healing the planet and the civilization. Which does what? Which increases the vibrational frequency and harmonics, which then moves us into fifth density, frequency of New Earth. So we transition. We heal the bodies and all the physical vessels that us gods inhabit. Right? This is what we would do, like if you were just by yourself, so to speak, and you would concentrate, you would go into now concentrate on your illness, whatever it may be, and heal it. In fact, we have the power to heal it like that. Most of us, just don't know how. That's all there is to it. We don't know how to do it. There's so many roadblocks that we have been programmed with. And so we don't have enough time in these bodies to discover it. That's why all these incarnations, we still haven't gotten it because of all the roadblocks and the walls that have been put up to stop us. Well, now we're removing all of that. And we're learning that anything's possible. You see all these sick people, all the people that took the vaccinations, all the people that took the booze, all the vileness that has been released on the planet to eliminate our vessels so we can no longer incarnate here. So what we're doing is we're reversing the field into this emerald green flaming healing light. So you heal everything. And then the brilliant light of the gods that we are appears. This brilliant, if you want to call it white, that would make 1,000 suns pale in comparison. And even in the atmosphere, the energy is increasing exponentially all over the planet. Our breath, as we breathe in, is energized, right? The atmosphere has been supercharged. Is it temporary? No, it's permanent. Why would we do something temporary? That's not what we do as the gods. we create, and it's permanent. So we construct, and just like we've done with this emerald green flaming healing light tower, it's now permeated the entire planet. You cannot escape it. It's instantaneous. And you want to get a visual and you want to look at your physical body, you'll see this brilliant emerald green healing light flame covering the whole body, inside and out. And this is a healing flame, which means what? It means it will heal the bodies. It will heal the diseases, which then sets the body into a deep relaxation. And the motivation then is literally exponentially increased so that we want and desire to be in the now. That we want and desire to be still as a statue in the now, listening to our breath, which is our natural state, and experiencing the bliss, the joy, the peace, the tranquility that we all are. And since we've all been programmed, because we have, that the opposite is the path that we should follow. And now we know that everything that pure evil displays or represents, you will know that the opposite is the honesty. And what they portray is the dishonesty. And that's how it all started anyway. With dishonest came what? What were the names in bicameralism that came from dishonest? Lucifer, Satan, the devil. And what are the words that we in bicameral that we created for honesty? God, one of them, okay? Honesty, God. Goodness, God. Happiness, God. And we are all God. Where is all that? You'll be feeling it in the quiet time of this meditation. It'll start bubbling up. You can also feel people healing, their bodies healing. And you can also communicate with all the gods on the planet that are housed in all these bodies. And as this has been permanently erected, it will continually diffuse and disintegrate pure evil on the planet. Pure evil doesn't stand a chance. I mean, not even a smidgen of a chance. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose. Easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still. This moment is your opportunity to embrace your divine existence. Nothing is holding you back. Your skeptical mind is not who you truly are, so simply let it go. Burdens you carry do not exist. They are all in the illusions of the mind. Stop thinking, planning, and pretending. It is too much effort to always be doing. Just stop randomly throughout the day today and go directly to the source of who you really are. Forget about everything that you should be. Remain fixed upon what is real and true inside you. Sometime today, do it for 7 minutes or so. Breathe slowly and deeply. Release all the heaviest illusions which you get caught in that weigh you down every day. You can visit the emerald green column of Flaming Healing Light anytime. You can direct the energies to anyone or anywhere on the planet. It is supercharged, omnipotently powerful, and it is directly connected to all the gods in all existence forever and beyond. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times. We will return here tonight around 9 p.m. Eastern, a little after. And Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, a day of gratitude, 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.